The Hamilton County grand jury decided today not to return any indictments in the David Meek case. The bicyclist died earlier this month on Ashland Terrace after he was struck by a truck. Officials said the jury made its decision after testimony from the traffic investigator. He said the truck driver could have seen Meek's bike, but it was not likely that he should have seen it. The official crash report shows Meek died after he was sideswiped by the truck and then run over by its rear tires. Authorities didn't cite the driver who hit Meek with violating the state's 3-foot law. We've been talking about this law all week long since most drivers don't seem to know about it. Well, today Governor Phil Bredesen weighed in on the subject. WDEF News' Joe DeGee joins us with our top local story. Joe?
Yeah, John, for those not familiar with the 3-foot law, the provision makes passing a bike without giving a cyclist at least 3 feet of space a Class C misdemeanor. Lack of enforcement of this law came to light because of the Meek case and other incidents like the one this weekend on Birchwood Pike, where Ed Rusk says the driver of a Ford Explorer that came in contact with his bike wasn't cited either. So we asked Governor Phil Bredesen today if he'd consider committing money from the governor's Highway Safety Fund to an education and enforcement campaign.
With all the emphasis going on now with physical fitness and getting out and exercising, you're going to see more people, not fewer people, I think, riding bicycles places. And, inevitably they're going to mix with cars on the road. I'll go back and look at that. It really is a good idea.
Now, it was Bredesen who signed the bill into law 2 years ago after a drug driver struck and killed a cyclist riding in Maryville. Now, this issue has touched off a firestorm of comments at WDEF.com, and I want to share a few with you. One viewer writes, "I have just learned of this law in the past week, and I would have never known of its existence if I had not happened to see it on the news. There are some roads, though, that just aren't safe enough for cyclists and motorists." Another viewer posted this comment, "You can't force folks to act right. Cyclists should heed the laws as well if they expect to get some respect." And here's one more. A huge part of the problem here is not the good, safe, law-abiding motorists and cyclists, but those drivers who target bicyclists. They intentionally throw bottles, buzz too close, etc., just because they think it's funny or cool. Now, as for the Birchwood Pike case, I'm told the officer did take a written statement now from Rusk, and follow-up investigative work continues.